Hello, welcome back to Chris's Beer Reviews. How are you? Hope you're doing really well today. So we're coming towards the end of October and I was needing a dose of being out in the woods. Haven't been out in the woods for a little while and I needed it. Had some real busy times at work and I just needed to chill out in the woods on my own. Well, I say on my own, the dog's over there looking sorry for herself for some reason. She's out in the woods. It's a glorious day. She should be flying around, but she's just sitting there. Anyway, so it's a cooking video. You know I like to do a cooking video every now and then, and certainly like doing cooking videos in the woods as well. But this one is with a little bit of a difference. As you can probably tell by the thumbnail, I'm going to be reviewing 3 sauces. Now these sauces are made by a very big YouTube channel called Kent Survival. Never met the guy, but I do enjoy his channel. I think he's got somewhere in the region of 750,000 subscribers, so epic channel. Kent Survival, it's generally him in the woods, testing out different tents, products, cooking in the woods as well, and he does cook some glorious foods. Like I said, I've never met the guy, but he certainly seems like a decent chap. So he has released some sauces. He's got some background in making barbecue sauces. He had a little business, things changed, he progressed with YouTube, but now he's making sauces again. So a while back, almost 2 months ago, he released a video saying that these sauces were being released on pre-order. So I had to order them. Boy, did I wait a long time for them. They did take a while. Kindly, Kent Survival were updating me with emails saying that there was a few production problems, but it took a long time, a very long time. He did also offer me a refund, which I said, no, it's all good, I can wait, it's not a problem. So I've got the 3 sauces. Now they came in this box here. It's a bit thin, this box, but it tells you a bit on the back about what you're going to get. It is a bit thin. When I opened it, they all dropped out the bottom, so I'm not making that mistake today. Luckily, they didn't break. I'll show you the sauces and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with them, all right? So the first one up, this one I'm really looking forward to, is a mango habanero hot sauce. The ingredients are tiny. I can't be bothered to even try and read them, but they're on the box as well, so I may read them later. There it is. Look at the colour of that. That looks gorgeous. Beautiful colour. There it is, mango habanero. I do like mango and habanero, fantastic combination, so I'm really looking forward to that one. And then we've got the Scotch bonnet hot sauce. Again, looking beautiful, very nice indeed. Again, ingredients are quite small. I could read those, but I'll read them off the box later for you. And then the third one out of the box is the Bourbon Chipotle barbecue sauce. I think this is the sauce he says that it all started from, his cooking sauces. And yeah, there you go. So looking good. So what am I going to do with them? I am going to put them on some chicken wings. I'm going to roast up the fire pit that's behind me, just over there, and I will cook these wings. So I will show you how I prepare the wings first, and the sauces will go on towards the end of the cooking process, but I'm going to double layer that sauce on the cooking process as well. So I'm really looking forward to getting into those 3 wings. I've got a beer on the go. This was a gift actually from Mark from the Craft Beer Hub. This is Ampersand and another brewery, I think. I'm sure it's a collab. Is it 3 Hills? Looks like 3 Hills logo, could be wrong, but there it is. And that is called Zestland, a Machuca and Lime light lager, coming in at 4% ABV. Not normally my style, that sort of thing. However, this is quite a nice lager. Clean, crisp, bit of hoppiness, bit of herbalness to it, a little zest of lime. It's quite pleasant, but that's not what we're here about. We're here about the chicken, and we're here about those barbecue sauces. So I'll be back shortly. I'm going to roast the fire up. Let's start getting those wings prepped, and we'll get cooking, and we'll get tasting Kent Survival sauces, and I'll tell you if I think they're any good or not. See you soon. Okay, so we are back, and we are going to prepare these chicken wings that are in this bowl here. The chicken wings, I like the whole chicken wing. I know people cut them in half, but I like to cook the whole thing. And the dog also loves eating these. So yeah, I like to cook the whole thing. So there is a little bit of oil on there. That one, there isn't. That one's for the dog, if she can be bothered. Yes, it's fine to give dogs a bit of raw chicken and raw chicken bones. It's cooked chicken bones that really do dogs problems. So raw's fine before people start saying, can you give dogs raw chicken bones? Yes, you can. Dogs would have eaten raw meat in the wild, that's for sure. But anyway, like I say, we're prepping these chicken wings, and I'm going to put a couple of things on them. You should always put some form of rub or spices or whatever you want on on your chicken or on any meat really. It's always good just to get some spices on there, whatever ones you like really, whatever works for you. But with these I'm going to keep it quite simple because I don't want them to interfere massively with these sauces. I just want it to complement them. So going in is this gorgeous hickory smoked salt. This is fantastic. Look at the colour of it. And it just smells like a bonfire in a bag. It is absolutely, oh, the aromas are gorgeous. This comes from Spice Mountain. They're based at Borough Market in London, but they do have a website. But yeah, this is an absolutely, oh, the aromas on it are glorious. It literally is a bonfire in a bag. Right, let's get some salt on there. A couple of nice helpings that really enhance the being on the barbecue. That smoked hickory will work so well when it's being cooked over some coals. So we've got the Spice Mountain smoked hickory salt. Then we're just going to pop on some onion granules. Bit of wind there, just blew them away. Bit of onion granules, not a huge amount. And then we're going to put on, well, I buy this mixed. I sometimes make my own. Give it a shake up to make sure it's all mixed around. This is garlic and pepper mixed together. So we're going to whack a bit of that on. So that's going to give us a nice coating. But yeah, if you like your spices, I mean, I make a lot of my own rubs. I'm not in the camera shot. Let me crouch down while I talk to you. I make a lot of my own rubs. I rarely buy my own rubs. Sauces I do buy. I have made my own sauces, but there's plenty of good sauces out there. Like these are probably going to be very good as well. But I do like to make my own rubs. I rarely buy a rub. I make my own, and I've got tubs and pots of rubs that I've made for different styles, different types of meat. So yeah, you should always get some form of rub on your meat. You've got to rub your meat. It's always good. So anyway, let's mix these up. So we make sure we're nicely coated of everything that's in there. Get a nice coating on all of them. Mix it around. Now, I quite often use my hands to do this, but being out in the woods, I try and avoid hand contact. I have got a sink and hot water in the camper van, but I'm out in the woods, it's just easier to try not to get your hands too messy. So let's coat those up. I am going to have to pick them up in a minute because I'm about to do something with them. But just avoid as much mess on my hands as I can. But at home, if I was at home, I'd definitely be mixing these up by hand. So they're all nicely mixed, all nicely coated, looking lovely. Just going to have to move these on this side for now. Pop those there. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these is put them on skewers. Little hint of rain there. Blue skies one side, dark skies the other. Now I'm going to use 2 skewers, just so it keeps them in place a lot better. Which is a little bit awkward. And it also, when they're bunched up together, they cook really nicely together. It almost cooks as one. So you have to be careful with the outside ones, or on the ends if you like. And it holds a lot more moisture by putting them on 2 skewers, keeping them together. They do kind of hold on to their moisture a bit more as well, which is lovely. There's definitely a little hint of rain. We don't need that. It's not supposed to rain today. Or is it just leaves and twigs falling? The only problem we're going to have is when it comes to putting the rubs or the sauces on. I might have to move them a little bit. I might even take them off the skewer when it comes to putting the rubs on, actually. In fact, it's probably exactly what I do. 2 for that one, 2 for that one, 2 for that one, 2 for that one. So I'm going to go with a 6. So 2 for each sauce. Is that right? No, I've done too many, but that doesn't matter. That's fine. There's a couple of others left in the bowl. So yeah, I'm going to put those on that skewer. Almost looks a bit shawarma-like, doesn't it? I could probably get another skewer through the middle of that one, just to really give them a bit of a hold. Wash that through there, and through that one. That's good. That'll really hold them nicely in place whilst they're cooking. So they're on there. There are a couple left. So I might just cook those on their own, those other ones, without any sauces. So yeah, they're the ones I'm going to use for the sauce. Fire's still not ready yet, but I'm going to get that going soon because it's, what time is it? It's 3:15, and I know the light will go in here fairly soon, really. So there you go. There they are, looking rather nice. So I'm going to pop those there, give the dog a chicken wing that hasn't got anything on it, and then we'll be back and we'll be cooking them very, very shortly. See you in a moment. Hello, welcome back to Chris's Beer Reviews. It's time to get these chicken wings on the fire. As you can see, the fire is there. That's doing quite well. I've got like a pan that sits on top. I use that pan and so much. It's got holes all the way through it. I'm not going to pick it up because it's going to be bloody hot. And I'm going to put the chicken on that. The good thing about being on there is that pan can slide along my grate. If there's too much heat in one place, I can move it to a lower heat. And then as that fire dies down, I can actually remove that grate, and I've got another grate that I can put directly almost on top of the coals as such. But that fire is doing really well. I know that pan is hot. We're going to put the chicken wings on there. As you know, editing and doing fancy videos is not something that I'm capable of doing, so it is all a bit rustic, if you like, but I will try and get a few close-up videos as well. But let's get the chicken on, let's get it on. Not that that's going to be very exciting really, but we'll move round and we'll pop that on. Oh, nice little sizzle straight away, so we know that's nice and hot. And then what I will be doing is, get back in camera shot, Chris, is I'll just be periodically just turning those over, turning them around almost like they're on a spit roast. I do have a spit roast at home, which you've probably seen from other videos that I've done when I've been at home. And chicken wings are on my list to put on a spit roast and do a huge amount of spit roast wings. I've got really itchy eyes at the moment, or sore eyes. I think I've got an infection in my eyes, and they are streaming, so I hope you can't see that, but my eyes may look bloodshot. That's not alcohol. I think I've got a bit of an eye infection, and a bit of smoke coming off here is really irritating it, but I'm hoping that might just push the infection out at the same time. Anyway, I'm absolutely rambling on. I'm going to give these chicken wings a little turn and a little twist, and then when it comes to putting the sauces on, I will come back for that bit, show you how I'm going to do that. Like I say, I'm going to double layer the sauces throughout the cooking process, but we just need them to get them pretty much to cooked with the rub on them. Then the sauces go on towards the end. There you go. But like I say, I will give you a video of me giving them a little turn. I can't put all music on things and make things look fancy. It's just rustic. It's just me. You know that. See you in a minute. Okay, welcome back. The chicken wings are doing really well. I've taken them off the skewers now, as I said I probably would. I'll give you a quick zoom in so you can see how nicely these chicken wings are looking. They've got a nice golden sort of colour to them. And then we're going to start the first layer of the sauces. So let's have a look. There you go, there they are. Looking lovely. Absolutely lovely. Lovely heat coming off those coals down there, nice white coals. I'm going to put that here, maybe there, yeah, wonky ground. Let's pop that there for you. Let's go and put some sauce on these. What did I do with my little spoons that I was going to use? What have I done with them? What have I done with those? I had 3 little spoons that I was going to pour the sauces out with. They're in my pocket. That'll be why. That will be why. So let's get down here. Yes, that is lovely and warm. Let's get down here with these chicken wings. Yes, I have metal spoons. I have a camper van. It's fully equipped. I don't need to use anything else. I've got a fully equipped camper van. It's not wild cooking as such. Yeah, I'm in the woods, but I've got a fully equipped van that has everything I need on it. Plates, bowls, you name it. They're all on there. Right, so let's go with get some mango hot sauce. I need a cameraman. Oh, a beautiful yellow colour. Let's smear that over that one. Very nice. I think this is going to be cracking. I love mango. God, this is so hot, these coals. They are so hot. I am really getting warm. My arm is starting to get very, very warm indeed. Now, I will put some on the other side as well, but I won't do that on camera because that would just take too long. So there's that one. That's 2 with the Blimey, that is so hot. That's two with the habanero. Just pop that there. Oh, I'm cooking. I am cooking myself. Blimey, that's hot. Doesn't look it. It probably doesn't look it to you, but boy, are those coals hot. Crikey. Oh, blimey, that's lively. This is the Scotch bonnet hot sauce. That's a very loose sauce. That came out of there with some gusto, didn't it? Let's slow that down. Pour that over there. I expected that to be a little bit thicker than that. That is quite loose. Pour that on. Gonna have to put a bit more on each of those. God, it smells amazing. Stripped in the coals. Smells fantastic. So like I say, I will put this on both sides. I won't do that on camera because I say it'll take too long. Let's put that there. I love being outdoors on my own sometimes. When you've had a busy time at work and stuff, I think sometimes get a bit on top. It's just nice to be out in the woods on your own. I know I've got the dog, but she's being miserable and sat in the camper van. I don't know why. So this is the Chipotle, Bourbon Chipotle barbecue sauce. This is a bit thicker, which is nice. That's a lot thicker. Happy days. Let's get that one on there. Oh, yeah, that's much thicker. Yeah, that other one, the Scotch bonnet one, was very loose indeed. Very loose. But this looks glorious. I've got two there. I'm just going to eat those as they are. I'm not going to put anything on those. So, as I said, what I'll do is I'll let that sauce kind of soak in a bit, which will enable me to turn them. Then I'll coat them again. And then what I'll do is I will leave them in that sauce for a little while. And then what I'll do is I'll double layer it. And then just before I'm going to eat them, I will put another layer across both. So let one absorb in a bit, then put another layer on top as well. It does make a lot of difference if you double layer sauces. So there you go. I'm going to get up, wander towards the camera, because as I've already said, I don't do editing and all that jazz. I'm going to walk over to the camera. It's got my legs on fire. Turn the camera off. See you in a second for some lovely wings. Right, let's get tasting these chicken wings, shall we? I did do the double layering, but I didn't think you needed to see that. It was fairly obvious. Once it gets towards the end, I then put another layer of all the sauces on. Quite straightforward. I've got a nice beer to go with these from Mad Squirrel. This is called Zenith Mountain Sipper IPA, coming in at 5% ABV. Do like Mad Squirrel, big fan of those. And this should be quite fruity and citrusy, so should complement these quite well. So the first one we're going to dive in with is the mango habanero hot sauce. This is one that I'm really looking forward to. On the ingredients, we've got mango nectar, yellow peppers, vinegar, pineapple, onion, water, rapeseed oil, ginger, yellow habanero, ground cumin, ground coriander, turmeric, and oregano. Oregano sounds fantastic. Let's dive into that one. Let's pop that down there. Gonna get messy fingers, who cares? But there it is. Nicely coated, looking good, double layered on that sauce. Let's get into this little bad boy and have a taste. Oh, so juicy. Juicy, juicy. Mm. Yeah, that's lovely. Mm. That's a good habanero mango. Sweet, gentle little kick from the habanero, not aggressive. Certainly people that don't like heat will probably be fine with that. And you can really pick out the coriander and the oregano. It's definitely got a herby vibe to it, sitting there with that sweetness and that little chili bite. Mm. That's tasty. Very tasty indeed. I'm glad I've got more. It reminds me of a wheat beer vibe. You know, you pick up on the spices and sweetness. Mm. The spices in the herbs in there, that coriander and the oregano. Just working so well with the mango. Yeah, that's lovely. That is very nice. It's all around my mush. Fingers are covered. I don't want things to do with that. I'm wearing a microphone today, so I hope you don't hear the sound of me eating. There's nothing worse, is there, than listening to someone chomping away. Right, the next one we're going to go with is the Scotch bonnet. What does the Scotch bonnet have to say? Other way around, Chris. Vinegar, chili puree, salt, sugar, garlic, Scotch bonnet. Happy days. Simple. Let's get going on that one. And I do enjoy Scotch bonnet. It is quite a hot chili, but it has got a lovely fruity flavour to it. And looking at the ingredients that are in there, it's not a huge amount. So it's decent. It's going to be heaty, but not aggressive. It has got that Scotch bonnet vibe to it, without a doubt. It's certainly warmer than the mango habanero. But again, perfectly palatable, not going to upset you. Really nice, really good balance, this one. Really, really good balance. Nice little fruity vibe to it. The typical Scotch bonnet heat to it, but not offensive. It's working nicely with that smoked salt that I put on. The smoked salt is really working well with that. Yeah, that's really good. For me, I prefer this over the mango habanero, and I love mango habanero, but that is gorgeous. Really well balanced, very nicely done, Kent Survival. It was very loose when it came out the bottle, which concerned me, but it's worked really, really well on there. That is lovely. Well, I'm so glad I've got more sitting over there. I'm just going to sit here for the rest of the evening picking away at chicken wings. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I mean, I haven't even had a sip of beer. Let's have a sip of beer. Let's have a go. Clean the palate a little bit for the next one. I was wandering around early with the dog, and luckily the dog didn't see them. I don't know how. A large amount of deer in here today, a lot more than normal. I think I saw 7 deer, big old sizes. One of them clearly has a deformed or broken front leg because it was all kind of buckled up, but she can off move. As soon as she saw me, she was off, even with her buckled leg. But I think it's because no one's been up here for quite a while, so they've sort of got a bit more settled. But yeah, there was certainly, I've never seen 7 in here. So normally you can see sort of 2 or 3, but actually proper in here and not legging it across the fields that are kind of next door. Yeah, 7 of them. Really nice to see, but luckily the dog didn't see them. Not that she'd do them any harm, she'd just want to play. She's the most soppiest dog. Right, let's go on with the last one. I've nearly tasted it without telling you about it. So let's have a look at the Bourbon Chipotle barbecue sauce. Ingredients: tomato, sugar, onion, vinegar, molasses, brown sugar, liquid smoke, bourbon whiskey, chipotle powder, garlic powder, tomato puree, paprika, nice, orange juice, good, salt, black pepper, chili powder, happy days, ground cumin, onion powder, star anise powder. That sounds right up my street as well. Let's get on with this one. Oh yes. Oh yes. That's a good barbecue sauce. That is definitely a good barbecue sauce. Beautiful sweetness to it. Absolutely beautiful. Nice smoky vibe. A good barbecue smoky vibe. Tomatoey. The molasses I get, the brown sugar is working really well in there. I use a lot of brown sugar in some of my rubs. It's such a good bit of kit, brown sugar. You get the spices in there, they're gentle. No real kind of chili heat, but I know I've just eaten 2 other ones. That's a really, really, really good sauce. Nice and sticky. But then I did double layer it, which does make it a bit stickier. You could put this on your chicken at home in the oven and it'd be good. But with things like this, with these types of sauces, you've got to get them out in the wild, if you like. You certainly got to cook them on a barbecue. Just adds another element to it. It enhances these sauces. Cooking over coals, I don't use gas barbecues. I only ever use coal barbecues. I use lump wood charcoal. It just enhances these sauces so much when you put these over hot coals. That's gorgeous. I'm looking forward to going off camera and eating the rest. Lovely sauce on the fingers. Excuse me for licking them, but that is very nice. I've got a nice chilly warmth in my mouth from the Scotch bonnet one. That's still kind of lingering around, which actually I think almost enhanced the chipotle as well. They are 3 good sauces. Very good. I can't remember how much they cost. I'll have to have a look and then I'll put it in the description to tell you how much they cost. Quite a long video for me. There's lots of different parts to it that I've got to put together, but I won't edit it. It just all gets chucked onto one and that's that. One day I'd love to be able to do some good editing and make them look fancy, but it's still me, keeping it real. So yeah, Kent Survival, those 3 sauces are very good. I'm going to rate them in order, and it's not what I was expecting. I'm going to go with the Chipotle barbecue sauce, number 1. That's gorgeous. That is an absolutely beautiful sauce. The balance in that, again, is absolutely spot on. Everything works across the palate. Superb. Then I'm going to go with a Scotch bonnet one as number 2, and then mango habanero as number 3. That doesn't mean I dislike it. It's great. It's fantastic. But there you go. In the order I would prefer them in, or if you like, the one I prefer the most, get your words, get it right, Chris. The one I prefer the most is the Chipotle, then the Scotch bonnet, then the mango habanero, but they are absolutely all fantastic. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, stick something in the comments. If you want to see more cooking in the woods, then again, stick something in the comments. I love cooking. The things I can cook on a barbecue are pretty impressive, I think, even if I say so myself. But I love it. I absolutely love it. And it is something I want to do more of. I have mentioned that before when I've done woods videos. But there you go. I am all done. Thank you very much for your patience in watching this rather lengthy video. And I will see you all soon on another one. Kent Survival, thank you very much for making these sauces. They're fantastic. I'll be back for more. Take care, everybody. Cheers.